Hello and welcome back to Going Medieval. Last time we dealt with the still looming threat of rebellious settlers. Currently I don't know who's supposed to be. I can't remember who does animal husbandry. Margaret, because of course, because Dagobert was and now isn't. Well, this is very painful. Friend died will end soon. You. Goodness. Of course, a garden. We need another settler. Even at like the risk of another fight. Because we actually just things are not functioning. We really do just need another person. As much as I think that's dangerous. Oh, okay, we're planting lots of damson trees. One of the advantages of trees is that they last multiple harvests. So you have a sustained food supply, even if you don't have any active planting. Same with the bushes. You just need somebody to harvest them. Ideally we don't get into that situation because that would be very bad. Oh gosh. What happened? Eight hours. Okay. The start of summer 7. But that will wear off, I believe. We don't have anything. Not right now, at least. Oh, we have weapons, but... I guess we do have some stuff. But we also... don't really have anyone to talk to them. Because we don't really have anyone who is not doing anything important. Uh, oh. Hmm. Yeah. Friend died has worn off. Which is important. I'm not sure how much longer this settlement will last. Just in the sense of, that, like, we can't... Oh, okay, that's not ideal. That we can't continue just not progressing. I mean, we haven't really made any progress with the walls in a while. And yeah, we did redo the design of the walls, but we haven't actually built it. That would go a long way to actually enabling defense. Because the ideal thing is to actually funnel them through a small area like this. With this being a drawbridge to create convenient access for our settlers. But forcing enemies to come over here where they can get attacked from the walls while they try and... Oh. Yeah. I got distracted and I've completely forgotten what I was going to say. And then I thought of another thing I was going to say. And I've forgotten that as well. Yeah, we can attack, that's... Now I've remembered. We can attack them from the walls as they try and break the gates. On the outer layer. And then on the inner layer as well. We just have to actually have the wall. It's still working. Ugh. That is part of how they get so annoyed, is that they don't stop doing stuff and then they don't sleep. And they complain about being exhausted. I feel like we are very slowly making progress, but it is very slow. Oh goody. Like, I'm gonna move the medicine storage in here. Because medicine doesn't actually have a temperature requirement. I should just turn that off. I really don't want to have this many people in infirmary beds because 6 is a lot. I'm not gonna do this corner as infirmary. I need to check what I can't put there though. Entertainment and shrines. Or beds. Medicine shelf. Is that a... Oh. It's a medicine shelf. I'm actually gonna make that on a shelf. Kind of awkward having that accessible through the infirmary, but oh well. This now feels much slower than last time, which I suppose when we are comparing not having anyone being rebellious to having people be rebellious, it's probably a good thing. Though the settlement still does not feel like it's functioning. At least, not really well enough to last. But we'll see. I probably will accept the next raid. Because, again, we need more people. Oh, that's a shame. We do not need a second prison warden. This is always fun to have going on. Now I need you to actually maintain the garden. Right. I think that's blight dealt with on that one. It is a little hard to tell. I do just think it's over here though. How fun. Oh, don't spread. Did I manage that? Yes. I also feel like it's becoming harder and harder to maintain this perimeter. I don't even know if I need to. I just think it increases the likelihood of actually hitting for the archers. It is also very useful to have a good balance of archers and meleeers, because when you've got built up walls, like when we're in here, for a period there's only the archers can shoot, can attack anyone. But I had in my other playthrough, I have a tunnel. It leads into the leads into my fortified area, but for the time being is accessible from outside of the fortified area. And so my melees are in the tunnel, and my archers can't do anything. So they can only fire at anyone entering the tunnel, but they can't actually help once the combat has moved inside. Which made me realize quite how useful it is to have a robust balance of both range and melee. I do think that is all I really have time for, so thank you for watching, and goodbye.